What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? New season of VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition. So I wasn't gonna review this season because last season it was a cute little yin yang situation, but I really wasn't going to review this season because I was like, if it's gonna be more the same, But when I saw the lineup, I said, wait a minute, this is a whole lot of going on in one show. I feel like they took what they did last season and they're going to add a whole lot to it. We have a whole lot more people and a whole lot more history and a whole lot more drama. So let's just get into the lineup. So Mimi, Jonathan, and Brooke are the hosts from each season, right? I mean, from each city. So we have New York, Jonathan, Atlanta, Mimi, and then we have Brooke and Marcus. Now, what we found out is that Brooke and Marcus then got married. They are together in real life. Now, if you follow them on Instagram, they are really cute, and their baby is really cute. And so I'm happy for them. And Brooke said that she is a recovering ratchet, but she is not all the way there, so she is doing better. But here's the rest of the lineup, child. It's a whole lot of people going on here. We have Safari and Erica. They still not together. They still going through their divorce, but both of them their child. Shekinah, the Creep Squad, all three, Richard, Peter, and Cisco, and they ain't getting along. Kimbella and Jewels, Amina Butterfly, and Tara with Peter. Stevie J is coming. Mimi. Zels is coming. Booby is coming, Sin Santana, and Yo-Yo. Listen, that's a whole lot. And probably the least problematic is going to be Yo-Yo. I see Yo-Yo going to be the auntie trying to get everybody to be cool. But let's get into it. So we open up with an all-white cookout down to the beach. They said, listen, that is what you do with, at a family reunion. You got to have good food. You got to have the cookout situation with the good food, okay? And, as everybody shows up, they sort of hash the drama that each person has with whoever else is there. So let me go through this again. I already kind of touched on some of it, but let me just remind y'all of some things in case y'all don't know or you don't look at all of the franchises. Let me just give y'all the breakdown. So we got the Mimi and the Stevie J, infamous. Like, if you don't know the Mimi and Stevie J, I don't even know why you're watching this, okay? Jonathan is cool with everybody. Jonathan, the only thing Jonathan really had was his friend who, I hope she's well. I can't remember her name now. And I hope she's well because the last we saw of her, she wasn't doing very well. I think he had a little dust up with Erica, but I don't think that's going to be a main issue this season. It looked like, from the previews, it looked like his issue is going to be dealing with some phobia type situation, but we'll get to that. Safari and Erica Mena, again, we know that drama, but it looks like Safari's got some beef with Cisco, which I may or may not remember because it may or may not have been that important to me, so we'll get to that. Shekinah, she just there. Now, Erica Mena got a whole lot. It's not just the Safari thing. So she's in the process of getting a divorce from Safari. But let's not forget that her and Peter and Rich Dollars used to be a thing. Her and Sin Santana used to be a thing. We know that a couple of months ago, she was exposed for having a troll page that she's been using for years to troll Sin Santana down to the Instagram. And when she wanted to take that troll page and turn it into her son's page, his Instagram page, what people don't realize is just because you change the name, it doesn't change everything you've done with that page. So she changed it to her son's Instagram page. But then all of the comments and all the things that she has said under that page popped up, resurfaced, whatever. Now, she tried to say later on in the episode that was a lie, but I don't know how you lie with that. I guess we'll get more information as the season goes on. But we also see that Erica Mena's got some beef with Bobby Lights because, as Bobby explains later on in the episode, Bobby invited a friend of his to Safari's birthday party. Erica thought that the woman was one of Safari's mistresses and kind of jumped out there. Now, let's be clear. It may very well have been one of his mistresses. But Erica proceeded to turn it into a whole thing. Bobby Lights got assaulted, yada, yada. we'll get more details as the season goes on with that. So you see Erica Mena got a lot going on. Yeah, a lot of going on. Then we have the Creep Squad, Rich, Peter, and Cisco. Now, last we saw the last season of Love and Hip Hop New York, Peter and Rich were not getting along. Peter and Cisco were not getting along. And then they had this whole celebrity, which I think that's a strong word to use, the celebrity boxing match between Peter and Cisco. Now, Cisco won the boxing match. Peter thinks he got robbed, and he is really upset and making a big deal about his boxing match situation. Nobody cares. It wasn't a real boxing match. It wasn't for a real title. Nobody cares. Peter's ex-wife, Amina Butterfly, and Tara are also there, and they have all figured out a way to co-parent together, so they're in a great place, co-parenting, yada, yada, yada. Kimbell and Joel just happened to be out. He got out of jail, then he was on probation, then we had the whole, panorama. So he just happened to be out, okay? He just happy to be here. Bobby Lights, I already gave y'all what his drama is. Zell's just dead, child. Now, Booby don't have no whole lot of drama, but Booby and Sis Santana seem like they have been, in the DMs, and they've been talking back and forth, and they've been exchanging, pleasantries, and look like they're trying to make something happen. So we're gonna see what this is for them, but they was doing a whole lot of flirting, okay? And then again, Yo-Yo, like I already said, Yo-Yo gonna be somebody's auntie. Okay, so that's what's going on. And at the at the cookout, everybody sort of went through all of that. Y'all know they had to give us the flashback of who was with who and who was with what and what was this and what drama was here and what drama was there. Bobby's on the grill. Look like Bobby likes to cook a little something, something. Like he can burn a little something, something. Shekinah ended up being the drunk auntie because she ended up going off on Cisco and Peter Guns, talking about she don't understand that it is embarrassing that they are sitting here arguing over a damn boxing match and they too old for that. And, Cisco tried to be polite and walk to her and have a conversation, and she was nasty to him. And then Peter came over there, and the problem is she already don't like them from what she saw on TV from their season. She don't like the whole Creep Squad and that whole situation with the Creep Squad. So she was on go. Plus, seemed like she was drinking a little bit. She was already ready. And her and Peter got into it, and she was like, I don't know you. Who are you? And he was like, well, who are you? And she was like, everybody know me. Don't nobody know you. Like, all I know is the women you impregnated. He was like, do you know me? And I was like, it's kind of valid. I mean, if you know that he out here impregnating a bunch of women, then you know who he is. Pretty valid. Joel gave us a good little 1-2 with one of his hits, okay? And that was cool, and he said, and he did his song and everybody danced and had a good time. And then when he got done, he said, listen, whatever beef you might have with people, work it out appropriately so that we can be in a good place when we all leave here. And I said, I know that's right. Make sure that we in a good place when we leave here. That's cool. So later on that night is game night. For the rest of the cookout, everybody was out there dancing, partying, and having a good time. And for the most part, everybody looked really, really nice. Everybody followed the assignment except for Joel's and Cisco. Joel's, I don't even know if he got the memo, okay? Cisco had on white at the top, and then he had some jeans. Okay, I might give you that a little bit. Booby too, because Booby he had on a white top, but then he had on some shorts that they was black and white. So okay. Rich was flirting with Erica. Erica was cool. Erica was okay with him flirting. She said that she don't feel no kind of way because her and Rich are cool. She wasn't offended by it or whatever. Zell said he feels some kind of way because she's still a married woman and he friends with Safari. So he felt some kind of way about Rich sitting there flirting with her. He felt like it was disrespectful. Ain't no more disrespectful than Safari down at the club partying while his wife was at home with a newborn baby. I guess. So the cookout is over. We head back to our rooms, and we see Cisco go to talk to Jonathan. And Jonathan was like, listen, your energy is off. What's going on? I feel like you're not with us. Was good. And, Cisco was like, listen, I just got a lot going on, And he said that he hasn't seen his kids. He said that he's got a lot going on with the custody, I guess, baby mama situation. And he hasn't seen his kids in like 6 months. And he said, Rich and Peter, they get to see their kids whenever they want. And, maybe I just feel some kind of way about it. And I'm thinking to myself, that really can't be what it's about. Like, that's the best you came up with? That's the best you got, is you upset because they get to see their kids whenever they want. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's not serious. That's real and that's serious. But why you mad at them? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But he seemed to get really upset for real, and really emotional about the fact. I think that's real. Don't get me wrong. I think that's real that he's probably having some issues as far as seeing his kids, because he really had a lot of emotion. Like, I just think that at the end of the day, the three of them have done a lot of shit to each other, and it's hard to get back in a good space. Like, even when you think you move past it, even when y'all have the conversation, sometimes it just takes time, and I just think they haven't quite gotten to that space. Now, while this is going on, Rich and Peter are having a conversation about Cisco and how he's just trying to do his own thing, and why he's always off on his own, and they want him, they want us to be they want to be in a good place, and they want the Creep Squad to be back. The Creep Squad. Erica, Shakana, and Mimi are in the room talking, and Erica was like, listen, I really thought this was going to be a good space for me to go, have a good time, hang with my friends, kind of regroup, but now, Safari's coming, and if I knew Safari was coming, I probably wouldn't have come, because I'm just over it. I'm tired. I feel like it's always something, and I can't, I don't want to do it. And Shakana, of course, had to bring up the fact that she got not one, not two, but three exes floating around. And I think Erica's thing is, I ain't gonna say nothing to Sin. I don't have nothing to say to her. She stay away from me, I stay away from her, and everything is gonna be everything. Because again, like I said, she's insisting that won't her with the troll page, but she know that Sin is gonna have something to say. And Sin is having a whole little date night with Booby, and she was like, listen, I don't have nothing to say to her. Like, I mean, you know how many of my exes I'm not on speaking terms with? Like, we can sit here and coexist and we cool, but I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing the whole fake conversation. I'm not doing the whole let's sit down and talk. Like, it is what it is. Let her stay over there and I'm going to stay over here, and we're going to be where we're going to be, And then, of course, Booby is trying to push up on him. Booby is like, listen, don't friend zone me. Like, I'm interested in you. You interested in me. We've been having a good conversation. Now we got time to spend some time together. Don't do it. Don't put me in the friend zone. And Sim was like, well, I really like you. I don't know about putting you in the friend zone. And he was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna explore and see where this goes, And I mean, if it's coming from a sincere place, that's cool. That's cool. What else? I think that was kind of all the side conversations we got. Then, we get ready to go to game night, and Mimi, she ain't necessarily worried about Stevie coming. She said, listen, me and Stevie are fine. I just want Stevie to do what he say he's gonna do. If he say he's gonna come and see his daughter, I need him to come and see his daughter. If he say he's gonna do something, I just need him to do it. She's old enough now to understand the disappointment, and she's old enough now that he's talking directly to her. Like, he ain't going through me, and I don't have nothing. I can't buffer it. So I just need him to be a better parent. Like, that's it. That's all. And I think she really means it. Like, I don't think there's any part of her that is interested in Stevie J at this point. So we get downstairs for the game night, and basically Bobby is over talking to Jonathan and Sin, explaining what happened with Erica Mena and her friend and how he got assaulted. And Erica's on the other couch, away, talking about something. I know for a fact they're talking about me. And I don't care. They can say whatever they want to say. It is what it is. I don't care what they got to say. So I'm sure it's going to be interesting. That was the first episode. Child Safari and Stevie ain't even there yet. And it's a whole lot of. So, yeah, we going to talk about it, y'all, because I think it's going to be some drama. Okay? I think it's some drama. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.